So the iPad has came a long way since when Steve Jobs announced it back in 2011, being that perfect in between your smartphone and your notebook.
In order to really create a new category of devices, those devices are going to have to be far better at doing some key tasks. And we call it the iPad.
And it's a worldwide mega success. But in the year 2025, people are asking, what's the point of the iPad in 2025? All the tasks that I could do it on my phone and I could do it on my MacBook. And that is when I decided to make this video. People don't know how valuable the iPad can be. And with the iPadOS 26 update, pushing the boundaries even further. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, reason number one, I want to get this one out the way: media consumption. There's no denying that the iPad is a joy to watch movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, or even TikToks. And I gotta say, what if you laying down in bed, sitting down on the couch, or even traveling, the iPad is a joy to watch media on. And I'll even argue that this is the best portable TV that you could take anywhere. And it's just the joy of just holding a massive display in the palm of your hands. Reason number two, we have reading/studying, especially if you go with the iPad mini. You guys see I can hold this with one hand. Imagine you're reading a book, right? This is like a Kindle basically. You can read this with one hand, swiping through the pages, and what makes the experience that much better is the True Tone display. And I know a lot of people don't talk about it nowadays, but the True Tone display makes a world of difference. It makes that viewing experience or the reading experience that much better. You can even enable night shift, so it adds in a little yellow tint or even dark mode. And reason number three, taking notes. Now, back in back in 2016, when I was going to school, going to college, I was using the iPad Pro 9.7 inch with the first generation Apple Pencil, and that's all I used to carry back in those days. And I downloaded Notability. I was able to create notes. It made learning easy for me actually with the iPad. You have the microphone icon where you can actually record the professor talking as you annotating or writing down your notes. So when you get home, you could play back the recording. It makes things so much easier, especially when studying midterms or finals. And even so, carrying an iPad is way better than carrying books. Yeah, that's all I used to use back then, 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago, man. If you take notes, sketch thumbnails, or even edit with an Apple Pencil, you find that the iPad glass can be too slippery. Well, the Paperlike 3 adds a subtle paper feeling texture so your strokes feel more controlled while keeping your screen sharp. A quick upgrade that will make your iPad feel like a real sheet of paper. This is the Butterfly application system. Your iPad literally becomes the installation guide. It aligns for you and uses a dust collecting layer, so you're not fighting bubbles or lint. Under the hood, Paperlike's Nano Dot gives you the perfect friction to grid ratio, control lines for drawing, and neater handwriting without dulling the Apple Pencil responsiveness. And it also reduces glare and minimize fingerprints, which is clutch if you're studying under bright lights or even outside. Paperlike 3 will work with all current iPads and Apple Pencils. It's ultra thin, so your iPad case and pencil charging will still work, and it's actually more scratch resistant compared to the previous version. Paperlike has been refining this since 2017. If you write, draw, or study on your iPad, this is something that I recommend. Upgrade your iPad with Paperlike 3. I'll throw a link in the description, and thank you to Paperlike for sponsoring a portion of this video. And reason number four, I'm gonna grab my iPad Pro for this one. I like the fact how you can scan documents. Scanning documents right from the iPad itself, and you can start annotating those documents with your Apple Pencil Pro. I think that feature alone is gonna make things a lot easier, especially if you have to sign a document and then email it back. So you can still do the same thing on your iPhone, especially if you have a iPhone Pro. Thanks to that LiDAR scanner, it's gonna pinpoint the edges perfectly. But the Apple Pencil is where the scanning documents truly shine. Getting tongue-tied. That's where the scanning document truly shine with the iPad. And that goes for any documents. You can scan some sketches that you handwritten, and then maybe you wanna put it onto Procreate, and you can actually add a little color to it. Constantly sketching out ideas, desk setups, and then you can even use Apple Intelligence. So once you sketch out an idea, you can actually use Apple Intelligence to actually recreate a 3D kind of drawing of that. If you take an 8.5 by 11 computer paper, a regular sheet of computer paper, that's basically the same size as a 13-inch iPad Pro. And like I covered earlier, coming in at number 6, 3D modeling. I use an app called Room Planner. Basically, it has a bunch of 3D model objects already from IKEA and various different stores, and it's nowhere near as superior as a Mac. I would say, like, if you just download Maya or something even on the PC side, but something about the iPad, having that form factor, walk around, maybe see how it look, it just, the portability, that portability goes a long way. And at the number 7 spot, we have photo editing. I use my iPad to edit all my photos on Instagram. So I download Lightroom and I download Photoshop, and most of the pictures were taken on my iPhone, so everything just works hand in hand. I can even use Pixelmator, and yet again using that Apple Pencil to get the refinements around the edges more precisely. And what's even cooler, coming in at the number 8 spot, you can use your iPad as an external display. So what Sidecar is gonna allow you to do is gonna just turn your iPad into a display for your Mac. And I use this countless times. Piggybacking what I was saying on the last reason with photo editing, I can click and drag Photoshop onto the iPad and then take my Apple Pencil and still interact with Photoshop on my iPad and just control my Mac with the Apple Pencil using the iPad. So as you can see, everything works hand in hand. And that is why I always have my iPad mounted on the side. And that's why I got the bigger iPad too, just to get that extra screen real estate. Now, if you happen to be on Windows, there is a third-party app that you can download on the Windows side. And coming in at the number 9 spot, piggybacking off of number 8, we have HDMI monitor app. And what I mean by that is there's an app on the App Store where you can turn your iPad into an external display. So there's a video capture dongle that you plug into the iPad. It's just gonna work as a monitor. I think that alone, even if you find your iPad useless, you're gonna probably find a use case scenario if you use this method. And last but not least, on the number 10 spot, we have gaming. Gaming on the iPad just gives you that immersion thanks to a large display, but it's even better in 2025 thanks to emulation. So you can download apps like RetroArch or Delta. No need to go into Safari and download any sketchy apps. Everything is now native on the App Store, which is a pretty big deal. I remember very vividly and not too long ago that Apple used to ban emulators off the App Store, and using those emulators to game on the iPad, especially with the iPad Pro with that M5 chip, this makes it an emulating beast. Emulating beast? An emulation beast, that's what it is. Or you can download the PlayStation app and just remote play into your PS5. And also too, I made a video explaining why I switched from the 11-inch iPad to the 12.9-inch iPad. Make sure you guys click on this card right now on screen. YouTube recommends the bottom video right here too. So make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. Comment down below what you guys think about the iPad in 2025. Is it dead? Is it useless? Did I change your mind? Did I persuade you to buy an iPad? Let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and on X at Simplypops. And other than that, I hope you all have a simple day. Peace.